Hi everyone, happy to see all of you here. My name is Anton Balakirev. I'm co-founder and CEO of DebRes, AI-based decision support system to optimize mechanical lung ventilation in intensive care units. Our team journey to implementing AI in business and practical life started around 10 years ago, developing a predictive maintenance system for heavy machinery. And we were pretty successful, and we're very excited to implement what we developed in healthcare to help not only machines but also to people. And we were extremely surprised when understood that solutions in healthcare many years behind what we have in e-commerce, fintech, heavy machinery industry. We were really surprised, and because it's really weird why we care about machines more than about people. But in general, reasons are quite obvious. Much more than a half of clinicians, they do not believe that AI solutions can be used, that they can rely on the results of AI models. And the problem is the more clinicians have expertise and experience, the less they trust to AI. According to GE Healthcare report, based on thousands of interviews, it's almost 70% of experienced clinicians don't trust AI. Almost a half of respiratory physicians say that they don't have enough expertise, they don't have enough trainings in modern technologies. And as a result, we have 97% of all healthcare data is going unused in hospitals. So always painful to think about it, and I always try to imagine how our world would look like if it will be not 3%, but at least 30% that we will be able to process. But it's obvious, it's normal. What is unexpected is that based on the same report, most of the clinicians are ready to collaborate with data scientists. They think and they agree that joint solutions will be more advanced and will be beneficial for them, make their life easier, will take their boring task, will improve their performance, and it will improve population health. So they're ready to collaborate, ready to use advanced technologies. Mainly, it happens because current hardware is extremely modern, and it generates really a lot of data. So average ICU intensive care unit generates terabytes of data every day, and very often it even not stored properly. Of course, there is no any opportunities or tools to visualize it in good way or analyze it in. And the decision-making process is the same like it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So everything is made by neural network, by clinicians. And of course, it's extremely difficult. You have a lot of data and no any tools for help to process it. In no any industry, we don't have such situation when you have data and you don't have tools to process it well. When it goes to research, everything becomes even worse. So you have data about hundreds of patients. You have very detailed data from many sources, many sensors, and very limited time to process it. And what we see in our practice, usually researchers are those who make surgeries are real practitioners. So it's the same like data scientists will perform surgery between right and Python code, so it's nonsense and it's really weird. Of course, it's less efficient and very long, and the main point, it's not needed. When we started to develop DebRes, we collected a lot of data, so it was terabytes and billions of breath curves, patient breath curves, and we understood that it's impossible to work with it without any supportive tools, and based on our knowledge in data science, we developed some tools to process this data, to filter, analyze, and to make it in very easy and obvious way. And we started to show it to clinicians, asking them, can it be helpful for you? What do you think about this? And it appears that what we developed can save weeks of their work. So with some of our tools, they can implement some data processing in hours, and usually before it took weeks for them because they don't have proper tool for this. And we started asking them more what you would like to have also, what is more interesting, how you usually work with this data. And we got really a lot of positive feedback and a lot of insights, a lot of ideas. When they saw that it's possible to process all this data, that it's not so difficult, it's not so long, it's fast, and when they saw how AI works, so the problems, the mistakes of AI, how it trained, they understood that it's really possible. It's not something black box. It's like another tool that they usually use in their work. And some citation from the GE report that with when physicians are familiar with tools, they start inventing how to implement it. They become very curious and they become your allies. They stop their skepticism, they start engage you to connect more data sources, to imply more tools, more algorithms to let them get even more insights and better decision support. It wasn't easy for us because it took really a lot of time. Clinicians don't have many time, and because they have to implement administrative work, they have to teach students, they need to treat patients, etc. So it's really very time consuming. It's difficult to find time to show them something. You have to be very agile, because if you ask them, what would you like to have? And they say we would like this feature. And you have to deliver it anyway that will entrust you then. And sometimes, of course, you have to refuse because it's sometimes hard choice between choosing of what feature should be implemented. So it technically sometimes very difficult. But it's great benefits from there. So you have very fast feedback from not only from internal medical expertise, but all over the world, and this feedback is very diverse. So what we were surprised, feedback or way how clinicians work in different countries and even in different hospitals is very different. They are interested in different topics, and they need different tools. So validation of your hypothesis becomes very fast. You get trust, and very important that you get co-creation, because not only you suggest how it will work, but also clinicians start offer you ideas, insights, suggestions, and it's really very efficient and a very creative way of doing a product. I'll be happy to show how it really works in Dutch booth, number 4. So, any questions? Yeah, because it's quite a short time. Yeah. It seems we have time. Yeah, so booth number 4, we can show how it really works and discuss any questions or ideas, etc. Yeah, thank you.